It has been a while. I'm still suffering a bit, but we're gonna do a short stream nonetheless. Hang on. Maybe now. I think my tablet was blocking the light a bit. Hello Callum, how are you doing? Also, congratulations is in order, isn't it? If I have read your Discord user right. How is life? How are you doing? Also, is the volume good? I did not check that before I started streaming. Got a surgery coming up. Oh no, I hope it's not anything too serious. Oh, we should probably do the job quest, shouldn't we? We've got 2 of them. Also, hang on. Why does my game look like that? Hang on a second. We're way lower on the screen than we should be. That's better. They're gonna break your jaw to put it in place so it's not hindering your biting. That sounds unpleasant, but I hope it'll make things better for you in the long run, question mark. Hello Jake, welcome. How you doing? Hello Finn, welcome. Right, so original plan was to go and save our friends, but this is the level 40 Thaumaturge quest. We're currently level 46, so we should probably get to those first. As soon as I find it. It was over there, wasn't it? You won't be awake for it. Well, obviously not, but it still sounds like it would be unpleasant. Like, even if you're not awake for it, you know what they're gonna do to you, yeah? Also, I'm pretty sure there are surgeries you're awake for. Ah yes, we ignored this because of freeze, but I feel like there's something... No? Oh no, 45 gives us gear! That's what it does. Yeah, that might actually be good. Yeah, brain surgery is one where you have to be awake, and I think some eye surgeries as well. They just put anesthesia, paralytics in your eye. Hell yeah, I see in your eyes the look of a woman prepared to take on the daunting responsibilities of the Black Mage. There are few who know of our existence, even among those versed in the ways of magic. You will not even find mentions of us in all but the most esoteric of texts. Yet the secrets of our dark art lie encrypted here within the forbidden library of this sacrarium. Master himself deciphered and read the texts some 100 years past. It is said the first of our kind were the favored of Nalthal, and it was he who entrusted them with the duty of sealing the Void Gate. Right! We're trying to prevent an apocalypse, weren't we? Irrelevant. As you well know, the power of black magic lies in its great potential for destruction. The slightest errancy in its use may give rise to the most tragic of disasters. Of the disappearance of the Black Mages from Eorzea, Master says only we must not repeat the errors of the past. Master has made known to me what it is you must next do. Listen to his words with all your being. You've had like 6 heart surgeries. Oh dear. Otskarisama. The land has drunk deep of the blood you spilled, and by this act 3 souls of 3 races to Thanalan have come. The fires of our order once burned black and full, yet long ago they were left to wane and very nearly die. These 3 souls are the keepers of the embers that remain, of all that we now are. In the hands of one who will usher our return, the gem of Shatoto, testimony of our creed, will shine with new light. and by that light the three keepers will be made your allies. An Amalja by the name of Kazakh Shah awaits at the Burgundy Falls in the east of Thanalan. Go to him. That is all. Dwell not on the fact that the Amalja are sworn enemies of Ul'dah. It is not your place to question Master's will, for it is the will of Nalthal himself. Go forth, Black Mage, and see the Void Gate sealed. Now we're going to the guy I thought we were gonna go to, like way back at level 30. Comes with the territory of congestive heart failure. Oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you. That sounds really rough. I'm glad at least this time the surgery isn't related to all of that. Hello, Divas Meta! You're the maintainer of the FinTuber site. Thank you so much for adding me. And also, thank you so much for keeping up the project. It's such a good idea. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Adam told me just yesterday that he had noticed my name was added on there. Yeah, Marielle did say you had a backlog. Thank you for all the hard work. You're like immortal or something since you already passed your life expectancy with your chronic heart disease. Unstoppable. ARR River. So, I finished Dawn Trail up to point 1, and then I started doing the point 2 patch. And I couldn't be bothered. The deal is, though, that my main character, I moved her over to the JP servers sometime during Endwalker. And so I started a new character on the EU servers, because our guild kind of died out after Endwalker ended. And so I'm like trying to have one usable character on all the servers. Haven't checked out any of the FanFest stuff yet, if that's been out though, by the way. So no spoilers. None of the story stuff is probably gonna say anything to me, but I am really interested in what they're gonna do with the classes. Cause like, I have been an Astrologian main since the end of Heavensward, so we have had it a bit rough these past few years. So, I have expectations, but I also have dread. Haven't played for a long time, but also finished Dawn Trail till the latest patches back then. Yeah, I really liked the latter half of Dawn Trail. And like, the first half too, it had potential, but I do wish that we would have had more characters as the active characters that we knew from the beginning. Because like, I feel that the latter half hit so much harder because it was more focused on Kryl and Erenville that we actually knew from way before. Because in comparison, Wuklamat literally just appeared like at the end of Endwalker and we didn't really know anything about her. The new patch on Tuesday, right? Is it? I mean, Tuesday is definitely patch day, but it might actually be Tuesday. You played through base game and expansion since Black Mage. Nice. Black Mage has it good. They dropped the entire idea of Enochian, and also you no longer drop your stacks of ice or fire. There's no timer on that anymore, so Black Mage has definitely been made into a much more comfortable class to play. I know that people who are like really hardcore Black Mage players may find it a bit too easy nowadays, but I myself prefer it this way. Hi Bevelyn, how are you? Welcome, welcome. We are here with the 3 remaining Black Mages. The stack no longer dropping is so much easier. I know, right? Like, even Umbral Soul really helped, but the fact that you can just keep fire for as long as you have the mana for it, it's so good. I love it. Welcome, Lalafell, chosen of Kukuruka and bearer of the gem of Shatoto. By the gem's power do our paths cross once more. At last the time spoken of in the prophecy has come, and yet I know nothing of she who would guide us. Come, tell me your name. Yeah, hi, I'm Potato. You had other classes max level as well. Yeah, same. I tried to level like most of the classes. The only one I haven't gotten past the Stormblood levels is Ninja. Cause the playstyle doesn't really mesh with me. I much prefer like casters and ranged. Like Dancer is super fun, and all the healers are super fun. Pictomancer is like great. It's so much fun to play. And I also like the Red Mage. Though I still can't play the newest updated version of it properly, I don't think. I got the Endwalker rotation down, but they switched it up just a little bit, so I keep making mistakes with it. You didn't like Pictomancer at all? Oh, what was it about it? I think it has like a pretty versatile playstyle, since you've got like long casts and shorter ones as well. Res Mage was... yeah, Res Mage is great. Good to see you too, Bev. I'm doing okay. My eyes are starting to itch a bit because the birch pollen season is finally upon us. But we're soldiering through that. Oh yeah, right, they are adding Beastmaster finally. It just felt meh and indirect. I guess that's a valid point. I don't personally see that all that much, but then again, I'm very much a caster player. Honestly, yeah, saving alliance runs just with dual cast resis is amazing. And also just the fact that, you know, it also has a heal. That is so strong. Great power this one has, but enough is it? Kazakh Shah is terrifying to behold, yes, yes, but he is both wise and kind, good and warm. These are my brethren in the black, and now they are yours as well. Before you stand the Ixal, Dozol Melok, and the 269th Order Mendicant of the Kobolds Daza. The heal is garbage until you're in Dunscaith and both your party's healers were stuck outside the boss arena before they had the thing where they automatically teleport you back inside. And then the party is yelling at you to rest them and you're like, it's a level 64 skill, what you want me to do? That happened once back in Stormblood? Shadowbringers? Around that time? Probably early Shadowbringers. You have fed the ethereal currents with the blood of fiends. That the gem of Shatoto radiates as it does in your presence is proof of your deeds and a sign of what must yet be done. It falls to me to bear witness to your awakening and to pass on to you the knowledge entrusted to me. Know that you must face death before your purpose can be fulfilled. It is to the Silent King in Western Thanalan that you must next journey. There too lies a plain old fissure, and there too must you slake the land's thirst with the blood of the fiends which surge forth from it. Where the hell is the Silent King? Fear not, each of us shall journey to the Silent King and there convene once more. Seek out first the Ixal Dozol Melok, for your path is destined to first cross with his. When the deep before you is done, the gem of Shatoto will shine with new brilliance. Now, like, actually? Oh, it's over there. Your worst time as a healer was ARR dungeon with A. I've done this over 50 times. Tank that didn't use the stance wall-to-wall aggro and constantly behind narrow corridor walls. Sounds about right. That sounds about right. Was that back when stance dance was still a thing, or was it after they took out the damage reduction from being in tank stance? 3 wipes and letting them kick the bucket until they figured it. But honestly, that's your power as a healer. If the tank is being an ass, the tank dies. That's simply how it goes. To close Plane of Fisher, strong black magic you need. You close, then come to Dorsal Meloc once more. You started playing about 2 to 3 years ago. Okay, so that stance dancing was already gone by then. So back in... it was still a thing in Stormblood, yeah? In Stormblood, until then, tanks had 2 stances. One was for generating aggro and the other was for doing more damage. And so all of the good tanks, they would only use the aggro stance as little as they possibly could. It was fun. But back then, like, a lot of the classes like healers and ninja, at least, had skills that could also reduce their aggro. Dude was butthurt after that, but the rest of the team backed you up. Yeah, honestly, like, if the tank is standing out of healing range, and especially out of like sight, then it's 100% their problem. At that point, it's not up to the healer. Yeah, most tanks do need an ego check every now and then. Like, it's a completely different story to tank something with complete strangers versus tanking something with an actual, like, raid team. Because, like, when you don't know the people, you're supposed to respect their time. Oh yeah, right. Blood. Blood for the Blood Lily. You saw like a whole school of 3rd graders enter a train. A train or a tram? What are 3rd graders doing on a train? Do kids nowadays take school trips by train? What the hell? It's kinda neat. We always use the bus for hours. Not the 6-7! You're going straight to Ankh jail. You've got all the tanks unlocked. Level 190 plus and 70. Not bad. Not bad. My tanks are still stuck at level 90, I believe, on my main character. I'm the type of person who gets severe anxiety as a tank. See, for you, getting the shit done yourself is tanking. For me, it's like, as long as I'm a healer, I can cover my own ass. So if I make a mistake, 9 times out of 10, I can get myself out of it. Today work ended just 15 minutes ago. Oh, that's pretty late. Did you start later or did you have to work overtime? Oh, hello, Mahes. At 5 AM! Holy! Yeah, I can see why you didn't want to enter a train with a bunch of 3rd graders. That's honestly so valid. Ah yes, the healers adjust class. That was a meme for a reason. The Gemos Shatotoben sprite, you are indeed the heiress to a dark and ancient power as Kukuruka foretold. I'm reminded of a prophecy my great-grandfather uttered long ago. When four Magi meet in a barren land, the black powers of Eld woven by the hand shall see the fate of wickedness made stark, and the path of light shall be lit by dark. Wait, the path to light shall be lit by dark actually goes pretty hard. That's a good line. Love that. The black powers of Eld require no explanation, and know that wickedness refers to the evil birthed by the void. That the seal holding the void gate shut will falter and fail is beyond doubt. Yet your deeds speak of the determination and ability, and in them I spy hope. I have learned all of you that I must. I bestow upon you the knowledge kept by my line. Here and now speak an oath to discard old grudges. By our power combined we are Captain Planet. Ye have brought this old Amaljar much happiness. Oh, he's old. Few believed the words of my great-grandfather. He was mocked and ridiculed and worse ignored. Yet your coming has fulfilled the prophecy he spoke. The dark magic coursing through you shares a deep bond with Voidgate. Should the portal be cast open, you will come to great peril. Temper yourself in both mind and body. When you are ready, return to this land and seek me out once more. Then and only then will I speak to you of your next task. That would be right fucking now, though. Don't know what to tell you, buddy. I'm already 46. Boss mechanics, you got DPS to unhold. Yeah, see, the problem is that later on in the game, they actually recognize that people don't care about the boss mechanics, so they started adding damage down to getting hit by them. Oh, wait, right, that was Thunder 3. Oh, that... I forgot about that. Your office is in the NBI building. Got a cool, like, 2090 looking coffee maker. Like, year 2090? Like a futuristic looking coffee maker? What does that mean? Year 29. Oh, interesting. What does a year 2090 coffee machine looks like? Like out of the world? Huh. What maker is it? Looks advanced. Okay. But the website, late 2019, you asked around asked around the then small FinTuber community as a fan, was there a list of all of us? There wasn't, so you had to get shit done yourself. Had an idea of about 50 and entry-level front-end skills. Now that the website looks good though. It's not bad. You did a great job with it. Next thing you know, the coffee maker took Callum's job. Oh no! It's that kind of year 2090 coffee maker. Also, hello Frayne! Welcome, welcome! Congratulations on finally growing up. The new model looks excellent. You gotta love the Black Mage progression. Rotation changes about every 5 levels and only gets more complicated. No, it doesn't. You use the big fire spells until you're out of mana and then you switch to ice. And then after one ice spell you go back to doing fires. Maria is the one who did the nowadays website looks. Yeah, phrase guys, big boy pants on. For the time being, if it's up to Callum, I guess. Okay, let's not diss early 2000s websites. Some of them looked great. They had character, they had personality. It was before the web went all full corpo. To close the void gate from black magic you need. Ready for test, are ya? Yeah, sure. Kids, behave. Now the void gate, gloom it makes like black breath. Gloom drawn to black magic, drawn to you like moth to flame. Black magic seeks to corrupt and make own. Oh my god, Irk-galleria. Irk-galleria ja sen kaikki kategoriat. Losing strength, Sealies. Black magic and void gate share bond very deep, but must not live be too long. Else other side may take you, squawk. No fear yet, still weak. Gloomy is time you have. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Yes. So much talking. So little bloodshed. Wait. Excuse me. Detour. Oh, that was lucky. I nearly missed that. Thank you. Now we can go back to Earth's Gift. I'm gonna look now and go pack some more. You're moving tomorrow. Ooh, nice. You're a 90s kid. Experienced the beep boops of dial-up modems. Same. Also, like the static you get. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the follow. Like, remember the static you used to get from like the speakers whenever somebody called your cell phone? Like, I swear I heard that shit a couple months ago. I don't know why, cause that is like the one and only time my speakers have ever done that. And my phone is like constantly on the desk with them. Oh my god. Somebody in Japan, one of the newer generation, thought the save icon was a vending machine with a drink at the bottom. I feel so fucking old. I use floppy disks cause my grandma had like a really old PC that couldn't connect to the internet or anything back in the day. So the only things it had were the old ping pong game, the pinball, and Microsoft Word. So I used to like write stories and save them on the floppy disks so I could bring them home with me. Surrounded by unks. We are surrounded by children. Oh, the Fisher was useless, aren't they? Excuse you, who is going to get their bones rearranged? No, not Blizzard, this one. I have not had to have any surgeries in my life. Even though I do have some jaw problems. Okay, to be fair, I'm not that sick anymore. It's allergies. Those are different. Stop throwing stone sticking at me since I can't have it. It's not fair. You actually don't have allergies. What the fuck? The bear gummies are not distributed evenly. Oh. Oh. Lovely. Can you guys, like, congregate, please? Thank you. Oh. Oh, that actually hurts quite a bit. Your allergies, your heart killing. Okay. Okay, yeah. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Could be worse. Ice itching is just like mildly uncomfortable. No, I mean like mine could be worse. If we go by that logic. Are we all sick and tired? Yes, we are. Such is the human condition, I suppose. So my thunder can probably take care of that one, yeah? No, we can't. Never mind. What do you mean summer, bro? It's barely spring. Oh wait, are you in the part of the world that has like temperatures that feel to be around plus 50 or something? Because I read they had that in Thailand at least. That's like actually crazy. It's plus 30. Okay, yeah, that's still a lot. Way more than what I would want. Actually, we're already getting pollen from the south. Okay, there's a birch like right outside my balcony and it's definitely making Norco right now. So we are getting domestic pollen as well. I can feel it in my eyes. Over the Central Europe. Yeah, that's been coming since like early March, I think. Because at least by the Supersa pollen tracker, all the pollen is already over. So like even the domestic alders have finished jizzing all the way into the air. It's the birch season now. And then after that it's gonna be mugwort and all the other grasses and hazelnut, I guess, is one of the big pollinators, big allergens. I don't know, I'm usually fine once the birch is quit jizzing. Oh wait, I need to cross the bridge first. We don't need to know. Also, like, judging by your consequences, I'm guessing it's not really that different. Oh, that's a person, never mind. Why is there a stray carbuncle out here? No, it was a person. It was a person. Whoops. Feel like if I streamed on Whitey's shorts, I'd explode. I don't particularly want to explode. That sounds quite brutal and painful, actually. You started there a few days ago and even you're overwhelmed. How does one even do streaming on YouTube shorts? Like, this is very much a horizontal game though, like, there's not enough screen space for that. The gods are good to return you unharmed. The gloom which threatened to taint this world does so no more, and I sense the darkness within you is reborn with a new power. Well, but TikTok supports like horizontal streams too, no? Depends on how you want them to see you. I don't want to be perceived. That's a lie. I want to be perceived. You have your model at the bottom and your gameplay at the top. Do they actually see anything about the gameplay though then? Won't that be like too small? No, but then again, I guess we do make shorts of our streams too. I guess you just can't have the chat on there then. It would take up too much space or something. Maybe I should look into that. Now, though, since we got our Thunder 3, I think it's time to get back to the business of seeing what happened to our friends who have been at the mercy of... We're gonna ignore that. That's a red one. Don't worry about it. Oh, it was in Ulda anyway. Okay. Ignore that. It doesn't exist. There's no quest here. Your model is like 75% of your screen, so the gameplay is pretty small. Yeah, but I guess like that would, you know, need to be like that if you want to display as much of the gameplay screen as possible. Just by virtue of how the distribution goes. Right. Hello? Airship landing. I need the etherite for that. They're on phone, they can go to Twitch if they want. Yeah, that's true, that's fair. Is it possible to stream on like normal YouTube and YouTube Shorts at the same time though? Because I do kind of enjoy the fact that the YouTube streams also work as a direct archive without having to actually, you know, upload it later. You multi-stream so you don't know. Okay. Wait, hang on. Is it you? Ah. Hello, child. It has been a while. It is past that time that we return to the waking sands. To leave our headquarters in disrepair any longer would be to dishonor the memory of those who fell there. True. I'm playing mostly solo. I did have a bunch of people help me with Garuda. I put up a party finder for that because back, you know, in the early dungeons and all, I didn't bother to really gear myself all that much, so I figured it would be considered griefing if I went in with a party of actual people. So I took the NPCs for that. But for Garuda, since I was geared and everything, I put up a party finder. And that's probably gonna be what I'll be doing from here on out as well. For the most part, at least, because I did check some of the duty support stuff for later on, and the vault, as long as you don't go in there as a tank, has god level duty support, so we're probably gonna do the vault with NPCs for story reasons. But I don't think stuff like the Eerie or definitely not the Google library would need NPCs for the story reasons. You think you can apply for multi-canvassing for YT? I wonder what the requirements are. Gotta check that out. We've been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. Our friends are still very kidnapped. Oh, you're not gonna fly me out there, are you? Oh yeah, also I was thinking, after finishing up Heavensward and getting to level 60, I kinda do wanna go into the Alexander raids, cause those are hard. Those are like actually difficult Savage raids. I do kinda wanna try to actually get like some casual people together and sync those, cause I've only ever cleared them unsynced with friends. And it would be nice to also do like synced clears of the Omega raids. I cleared 09 through 11 on content, and we managed to get Omega M and F down before Stormblood ended, but we never got past the final Omega. Tell me, does Artia strike you as odd? I see signs of recent habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? Mayhap it is just my imagination. Come, let us proceed into the cellar. Give me gold. Oh, I thought she got captured as well. No, Ida, is there any way to greet a friend? You just bought a 55-inch TV today. Ooh. Gotta need all those inches to watch your Japanese cartoons, eh? Sid? Wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Ida. Oh, that glove really clipped into the sleeve, did it? I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been... This place has seen better days. You know, what? I wasn't actually here when I was still in talks at the Adder's Nest. Oh, you don't watch TV, it's for your mom. You have your monitor. Imagine using a 55-inch monitor though. That would be insane. The church had taken care of the bodies, but that still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start if your Stola hadn't been here to help me. I thought your Stola got captured as well. What the hell? She's not here right now. She's gone to Ul'dah to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. But Balima and Minfilia weren't among the dead, according to the church. Yastola thinks they were taken somewhere. 55-inch monitor is crazy big and expensive. Yeah, but imagine the immersion, though. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires. Knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against the Primals, one that Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo. If you want immersion, you'd get a Quest Pro. I have no idea what that is. I'm sorry. Gaius will be aware of its existence as well as the immunity it grants the gifted to the Primal's influence. Powerful though his elegant weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Minfilia to gain an understanding of the Echo, none of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Suns in the first place. Oh, it's a VR headset. Okay, I see. Right. That makes sense. Yeah. No matter, the Empire has shown its hand and now we must act. It is up to us to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Ida? What? Oh, yes, of course, whatever you need. We can discuss our next move upon Yastola's return. For now, I say we rest. Aww. I was gonna check my settings to see if my voices were on or off, but I guess we don't need to do that anymore. I forgot to update my thumbnail with all the crystals we got. All the skills are assembled. I need to put those in there. Everybody say hi to Mother! No, this is Mother. Isn't she pretty? She's so shiny. Smash. How can you tell it seems painful? You don't know that unless you try. いや、しただ。I see you and Alfino are safe, and Sid. I mean, like, there is a pretty easy way to get kids, you know? If you, like, actually want them. There's actually multiple ways to get kids, most of them legal. That we five should meet each other thus defies simple explanation. It is as if the benevolent hand of Master Louisoix guides us still. Yeah, see, Callum's got it. He will not see us undone so easily, not now when the need is so great. I know where Minfilia and the others are being held. An Imperial stronghold in the heart of Modona, Customs entry. We're gonna sneak in there as a minor so we don't have to deal with the assholes at the gate. If I kidnap someone, there's a 40% chance you'll be put on the case. Don't worry, I don't plan on it. Can't adopt here if you're not a couple and not have a 17-year-old difference with the child. You can adopt a 5-year-old. Oh, I see, they limit it to couples. So by couples, do they mean like it needs to be a man or a woman, or do you have more options? I'm dealing with a domestic case right now, so I don't do any crimes. A domestic kidnapping, or like... Yeah, let's not talk about that anymore, eh? Just say you're busy at work. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defenses of an Imperial castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. Yeah, it's best not to elaborate when it comes to your work. But now that Customs entry houses prisoners from whom the Galileans deem valuable, we may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy, and if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this, Lord Portlane of House Studender. He is stationed at the observatorium in Gurthos. Let us go to him and beseech his aid. Am I gonna have to climb that fucking thing again? Victim gonna see Callum talk about their case and sue him. It's gonna be fine, he's not going to elaborate anymore, and we are not going to ask him about it anymore. Oh, should we unlock Aurum Vale while we're at it? Might as well get the XP. You know what would be really fun? If the first run of Aurum Vale were a gear as you go run with party fight. Oh, detour! Where's my chicken? Yeah, so maybe we should stop talking about it, Calumet. No more talk about work. Do I have a Hotmail account? Yes, I do, but why though? Why do you wish to know about my Hotmail? Wait, I need 2 more crocodiles. You're hot and you have mail. That's great, congratulations. Because you don't. What does Hotmail have to do with anything? How did we end up at Hotmail accounts? Also, it's Outlook nowadays. Back when I first got it, it was still Hotmail. All old people have a Hotmail. I mean, it's one of the last ones that survived. There were a bunch of different like email providers. Back when I first made mine, I don't think Gmail was even really a thing yet. We also had this other site called look.com, which was like Finnish specific. I had one of those too, but I'm pretty sure that the site has just like full on been shut down since. That was one of my first emails, but yeah, everybody kind of made a Hotmail account back when MS Messenger was a thing. We called it Mese back then. And I'm pretty sure you needed like a Hotmail account for that. I think those were partnered up. The woman who unmasked the heretic in our midst, to what do I owe the pleasure of your company? You're an associate of Yashtola, but of course Lord Drillmond confided to me that you were a scion of the Seventh Dawn. You have a Yahoo. Yeah, Yahoo was another big one back in the day, I think. But yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody who used MS Messenger, you had a Hotmail account. And nowadays it's just migrated into Outlook. You have a Gmail. Same. You know, back in the good days, back when I first made my first YouTube channel, it wasn't yet attached to like Google or anything. So when I made my current one, that was after the merger, so that's the only reason I like have a Gmail to begin with. They hold several of our number whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see, that might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the castrum, a Huron woman, an Ellison man, and 2 Lalafels, 1 male, 1 female. Right, Urienje exists. I definitely remembered Urienje. It has to be them, Minfilia, Urienje, Papalima, and Tataru. If that scant morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Garthas not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rugadin and a Lalafell, were seen fleeing the craft. A Rugadin and a Lalafell, Master Garland. Neither wore Imperial dress and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned, didn't Spiggs and Wedge trust those 2 rascals to escape? And to, sabotage an airship, I guess. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed, and if Biggs were given the choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Freeing those held in Castrum Sentry will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you had best act now. That we shall. After we are done yapping. If, as has been suggested, the Galileans took our fellow scions prisoner in hopes of understanding the echo, it seems reasonable to assume they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not scions, nor do they know aught of the echo. As Lord Portelaine said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Honestly, was gonna, even without you saying it. Remember to hydrate, remember to stretch. Remember to have some big fat tacos for dinner. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work, but all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At last we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Ritatin, you depart Castrum Occidens at midnight. You will command the western front in Vilebrand. The Orzens will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet, forgive my impudence, but is it proper to give command at half our forces to a... I have given you nothing, Prefectus, you have earned it. That will be all. Dismissed. Yes, my lord. My quarters, 1 hour. You good there? Hello? My purpose here is to reconnoiter Gallian activity along Appalachia's spine. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with the Ashtola. Now, the report of the Imperial airship's emergency landing came to us by way of Zemile Darkhold, situated to the west. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Briselt, may be able to tell you more. So as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. Thanks. That's... Yeah, we don't have the Darkhold unlocked yet, I don't think. We should wait for detour. Cause there's another quest with the... what's it called? The fucking Grand Company that requires clearing the Darkhold. So we're not gonna go in there just yet. Even though level-wise I would be good for that. That's gonna take a while. Hello, Briselt. What you got for me? You stand before Zemile Darkhold, the subterranean fortress excavated by the greatest guardian house of the same name. You can call me anything you want, honestly. Everybody else does. Mostly people call me either Fuki or Hellu. But any other nickname is fine too. How would you like to be called? Do you go by Divus or do you go by Meta? Would you like me to read the whole username? Meta usually. Okay, got it. It is nice to meet you, Meta. A letter from Lord Portlane. So you have come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area seeking to recapture them. Aren't you smooth? Thank you. I made the model myself, so honestly, you can keep the compliments coming. Hillray is just perfect reading. Shit, that's so good. I don't know why I haven't come up with that before. Wait, I'm actually gonna use that from now on. You may be a genius. Oh, I love that so much. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Aurum Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Pierremont. He should be able to assist you. French names. My arch nemesis. Oh wait. Detour. The story with the butterfly wings is that I had the idea like, I want to say 3 years ago or something. And then when VTubing started to take off, one of my very old internet friends, and by very old I mean like I've known her for over a decade, started doing VTubing as well. I figured I want to have like my own VTuber design too. And so it's on your face, you're winging it. It helps with the eye tracking, cause at first I had a bit of trouble when I was using my my webcam. It didn't track my eyes properly, especially when I turned my head to the side. And so I didn't have to worry about any of that when my eyes were covered. And I also thought that it was a pretty original idea. I haven't seen much of like these types of eye coverings in the VTuber space. Also, it was super fun to rig. But I gave it physics so that whenever I like smile or move my eyebrows, the mask kind of wiggles as well. And even my first model, before I actually rigged this outfit, I made like one of those eye coverings that you wear to sleep, which had like a butterfly wing pattern on it, so I didn't have to rig the eyes. And I was able to get the model out faster and get it to use. Okay, Aurum Vale is now open, but we are not going in there. Oh no, and unlocking Aurum Vale actually gave us enough XP to get to the level you need to enter it. We're still not going in there though. The Imperial airship. I saw it approach to land with my known 2 eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take to the skies again, but not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Gruff orders were being barked, and there was an air of consternation about them. You are using big words that are difficult to pronounce. There were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when their vessel was forced to land. The Galileans who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post. To find evidence that someone had been here in my absence, whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footsteps, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you will be able to follow the prints to their owners. Right. At least we're getting a few of our friends rescued today. Because I hope you didn't hear, but my stomach growled like really loudly just now. So it's almost dinner time for me. do this like... Surely. Yeah, it works. Perfect. This helps with the interruptions. Also, I'm almost at 500k gil. That's nice. We can get some, I don't know what I would need, honestly. I think my glamour plates are doing pretty fine right now. And the next glamour depends on which class people vote for me once we finally get to Ishgard. Okay, I probably wanna be a black mage for that, yeah. We are at the types of levels where a level 53 miner would no longer cut it. Excuse me? How do I get in there? Oh, okay. So cold, I want to go home. Hello! Please don't eat me, I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. It's you! Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Galeans were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell-bent on evading them I almost ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw thrice. And when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. Yeah, where's the big guy? Vix? He isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. That is not how you pronounce that, but anyway. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Tracked down Wedge? That's wonderful news. Now what of Biggs? I see. Well, it hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashing he gives Wedge, he's always taking care of him. I've scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact that Biggs headed west. With both Ida and Yastol helping out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. There, I hope? Was that Master Garland you spoke with? After 5 long years. Thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling better now. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. What is this by? Oh, that's... yeah. Hi, Dragon! Welcome. It really has been so long. How have you been? Has life been treating you good? Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? A horse. Oh, it would seem your companion has caught chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you a hot broth. You're feeling better after your autistic episode. Hope to be out of this in a couple of weeks. Oh, I hope it all works out. And I'm glad you're feeling better. Those things can be pretty rough. Hang in there. You can do it, I believe in you. The same goes for you, friend. 'Tis plain you have a hard journey ahead of you. You must rest when you can. There's no time to rest, we gotta hustle. Wait, you did? Hang on. Did I miss that? Oh, I totally missed that. I'm so sorry. Thank you for reaching out. Fukiki is a fun nickname too. It really is, isn't it? It sounds really cute. You're just vibing, Taya's asleep so you can chill. It's important to rest while you can. I'm fine now thanks to you, but I can't bear to think that Biggs is still all alone in the cold with the Ghanaians on his heels. My chicken is trying to become a nugget. Yeah, hello is the name I usually introduce myself as. Fuki comes from my username, which I've had since 10 years ago, I think. So I didn't really feel like changing it up. How have I been lately? I was sick and then I was tired and now I'm feeling the allergies. The stream day is called Hellbound Time. Imagine being sick, can't relate. Yeah. Yeah, you certainly can't relate. From what we have learned about you this stream. Adult life really sucks, doesn't it? I did manage to send a few more job applications again, but nothing has really worked out for me so far. I was so pissed off yesterday actually, cause I had just sent a few job applications a couple days ago, and then I got a call from an unknown number, and whichever bitch was at the other end just hung up on me the moment I replied or answered the phone. So it was one of those robocalls that was just testing whether or not the number is actually active still. Honestly, those kinds of callers can fuck off. He lured the enemy away for my sake and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, but do you think you could search for Diggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something. Oh, happy birthday! You're 24 now! Oh my god, you're still a kid too! I'm surrounded by children! A rugged gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion. I'm sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think a moment. I would not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it a Furious Gaze, and it may be worth the while to investigate. You're a 90s kid, so you get a pass. But listen, if he's 24 now, then that means he's a 2000s kid. You may be a young guy, but your soul feels like a 60-year-old man. Unlike Callum, whose soul feels like a toddler. I make this suggestion only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by. Oh yeah, my fire stacks are gone because I switched up to minor previous. Wait, is this a fishing hole? It is not, never mind. There is not enough water in here to fish. What did I aim at? Hello? Oh, the crafting in this game is like so much fun though. Like you actually have to think about which buttons you press. I love it so much. Ow. Why am I taking so much damage? Who's killing me? Jonathan, could you please maybe heal me? Consider. Oh, guess not. You just played the story. That's fair. That's fair. Let's actually do this. It's way faster to teleport to Morona than to Camp Dragonet. You just want to have your I can't read Greek crap and be sitting on the porch of your little house in a rocking chair. That's valid. But yeah, I highly recommend getting the Crafters and Gatherers. It's very enjoyable and you can get a lot of the Grand Company currency from them as well. Not to mention Gil. Like especially stuff like housing items that take rarer materials. You don't need a license to grow potatoes. You say you do need a license to fish. Is it all kinds of fishing though? Because in Finland you're allowed to use like a regular fishing rod that uses like worms as bait, I think. But anything fancier than that you need a license for. Were you able to learn anything? Not in this area. Well, that stands to reason, I suppose, seeing as he was trying to lure the Galileans away from me. But where within the vast sea of snow and ice could he be? Moving to Finland, noted. You're gonna have to look that up though, don't take my word for it. Let's not trust me on Jokamiehen oikeudet, it has been a while since I last reviewed them. We can't give up, we must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where else to look. Ask them for me, ask anyone who'll listen, and hurry. Biggs' chances of survival grow slimmer by the moment. Now, wouldn't this be a really funny spot to end the stream and have another 2-month break? We're not gonna do that though. We're going to climb the tower like the good little potato we are. Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say? If he's not to be found anywhere here or in the vicinity of the Darkhold, it is possible he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through Danifan Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago I near broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. It's okay, fall damage doesn't kill anymore. Bye! You're going to live in Christmas Village and you're going to eat venison. Christmas Village is a bit far away from the city center though. I googled the maps earlier this month. No, earlier. The, hmm? This month? Yeah, I guess. Cause I had acquaintances come over from overseas. They went to the Santa's village. No, it was last month. Yeah, it was definitely last month. I've been sick most of this month. Have the makings of a hermit, you can handle it. The north is cold, though. It'll be difficult to grow even potatoes. Our orders are to take you back dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, Ned? It is well that you are here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. So, like... Yeah, I was about to say, why are we still yapping? Less yapping, more casting. He's not alone, kill them all. My fire starter. Where are they? Oop. Oh, that was the wrong button. You'll have to build a greenhouse for your little potatoes, I guess. Yeah, I don't think they have a healer. I should be fine. Rule number 1 in any fight, check Geneva's list. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to cast here. Would be nice if the enemies had enough health bar to withstand the casting. There we go. That wasn't so bad. Oh, I'm eligible for the Fat Cat badge for FF14 Online. That's cute. My thanks. Another moment and I would have... He has been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. Monument Tower, you say? Very well. Ida and I shall bear him there with all haste. Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Oh, I love reunions. Did anybody tell him that Sid is still alive? Like, did we have time to tell him? Oh, was he just like, oh no, these poor sods are hallucinating that my dead master is back to life? I cannot thank you enough, and the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We are a family, are we not? Well, yes, it's just It's just I didn't think I'd ever see him again. I owed a lot of you my life. And you saved Wedge too. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. God, it's good to see you two again. Chief, it's you, it's really you. In our hearts we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh. When Alfina told me of the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with an area warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. You only get 2 hours of sleep. Oh no. You're gonna have to take a nap then, once you get off of work. Hang in there. If you don't have access to coffee, black tea also has caffeine in it. It works in an emergency. Must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand though. How did the Galeans get there so fast? I mean, the immortal flames should have seen them coming, right? I myself asked the same question. That day when I returned to the carnage at the Waking Sands, I noted not a missing horizon, nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this I conclude that the Galeans came neither by land nor by air, neither used by the Ascians. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold, Castrum Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment cell together, while Minfilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard of them. Castrum Sentry. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but was probably moons, or maybe only weeks. And then, without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we wouldn't like to leave again. So risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history. Luckily, there's free coffee in the office. Now that's a proper office. Sometimes you feel embarrassed not to talk about the game. Nah, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's a long story, so it can't be helped. And besides, it's been a while since I last played this anyway. A bunch of our friends were taken captive, and we had to do a lot of side questing in between. So now we're finally getting to the point where we're like, oh yeah, shit, we should probably get them back, shouldn't we? This guy has been presumed dead for 5 years, but he just had amnesia. He was chilling at a he was chilling at a church. My bad, I thought my model was bugging up. It was just the cursor was in such a good position right behind the headpiece. If I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel. That will have been Biggs' handiwork, like as not. You always were resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. Thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. If I ask you about Genshin law, you can explain everything. Explain to me why the fuck Linnea is dragging me all the way to full pity. I'm at like 76 pulls and I still haven't got her. There are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Minfilia and the others will want for rescue. Alright, you lot, Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. This guy is also an Imperial. He is a defector though. Okay, I think we'll need to end today's stream over here though. Since we did manage to get like 2 of our friends freed. But the problem is that I'm starving and I need food. For the same reason you got a character on the 90th draw with the special event, which is basically a consolation prize for having such bad lucks. Oh yeah, the game really does hate us. On the other side as well, I've been trying to pull Castoris on Honkai Star Rail since she's rerunning, and she's also dragging me all the way to fucking full pity. I just want to read too, man. Is that too much to ask? Yeah, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for chatting with me. Let's see who's up for raid. Is anybody I know playing? Let's see. Ooh, Pulu is playing Noita. Let's go say hi to Pulu. That sounds great. As for YouTube, I'm gonna say goodbye. And for Twitch, let's go say hi to Pulu. Send her all the love.